And this will be very helpful to most of you guys, all of us, should I say, who wants to achieve, of course, success in life. Sino ba namang may ayaw, di ba? Who doesn't want to be successful in your lives, in our lives, right? Specifically, financially, of course, and our health and everything, right? And oh man, I'm telling you, this past this month, this year, 2021, has been a great roller coaster ride for our family. Well, it's just a roller coaster ride. And to be honest, we enjoy the ride. December, January, Feb, March, April, May, a lot of stuff happened. As you know, my father, in out of the hospital, the bills around $60,000, around 3 million pesos plus minus. And then after that, you know what happened yesterday, right? Sadly, our Lolo Gregorio, I believe you know that it's not what can we do, right? He's now happily enjoying there with the Lord in heaven with mommy and my uncle. And this past few weeks we've been thinking and praying. Well, tomorrow is my grandfather's burial, tomorrow Sunday, and we've been thinking, that why these things happen, huh? And first and foremost, I'm always reminded by what, if you know the guy named Job, okay. If we have several problems in life, if you think you have the worst problem on earth, read the story of Job. You might be reminded, oh, my situation, I think, is far way better than him, right? So, at the end of the day, what we have learned over time, ups or downs, we give praises and glory to the Lord. Agree? So whoever God we serve, we respect that. You might be a Muslim, you might be a Christian, you might be Iglesia, whatever, we respect that. But maybe in life what we have learned is to grow and grow and grow and move forward, because at the end of the day, if our emotions rule us out, we cannot move anymore. Kumbaga, wala. We'll be stuck forever. And most people, the problem with them, they are so much eaten by their emotions. That's why they don't move forward. Guys, I really want to encourage all of us here in this forum to move forward in your lives, wherever you are right now. You have to move forward. You have to grow. Because if you stop growing, you are dying slowly. And I was dying inside to hold. Kidding aside, okay? But seriously, I want you all to move forward, to grow, because we need to grow. No other way. Okay, it's either you give up your life, some people do that, especially right now, a lot of should I say, suicidal rates coming up in America. You've heard the stories, a lot of, because of pandemic, children to be specific, are stuck in their house, no choice but to go online, gaming online. That's why the gaming industry boom surged so high. Many kids become millionaires, but the downside there, because the contents are not, filtered, especially TikTok nowadays. Many, you know how social media works. They project an ideal life that is not realistic. We all know that in life there are problems, there are challenges, right? Agree? Type agree if you agree. It's just how do we handle challenges? But in social media, or in the industry, they show you the ideal life. No problem, just enjoying, Instagrammable. We hope and pray that life is Instagrammable forever, right? But it's not. Time will come, some points in your life is not Instagrammable. A time will come that some times in your life it's not Instagram worthy. Are you following me? It's not nice. It's not good. Doesn't sound right. It's like to escape. But the question is, how do you respond from this situation? Are you moving forward or you're moving downward? Okay, got it? So, tapos na tayo. Minanalo na. Okay, now let me show you the screen. I want to show you the screen right now. So this will be a quick discussion, but very, very interesting, guys. And I believe this is very timely for many people, as many right now are challenged. Okay, so can you hear me clearly? I just want to confirm. Oh, sorry. I think, are you distracted by my light? Distract ba kayo? Is it okay? Let me move
It's
there.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. My microphone, is it okay? Or shall
Yep,
I
it's
move
okay.
the electric fan? Di ka na move, ha? Okay, good. Okay, now let's move forward. Right now, our topic is about sustaining good habits. And these are very critical for many of us because we all know, like what our co-founder always say from time to time to time to time to time, success is a natural consequence of good habits. Let me repeat that. Success is a natural consequence of good habits. Ang pag-asenso ay natural na resulta. Resulta. Parang diborsyo. Okay. Ang pag-asenso ay natural na resulta, okay, ng magagandang, ano ba Tagalog ng habits? Gelson sa Clolo, what's habits in Tagalog? I don't know. Ng magagandang habits. Okay, anyway, we're speaking Taglish. Success is a natural consequence of good habits. And in our system, we do our very best to help you guys to develop these habits. Habits are not easily developed. They grow over time. As you grow as a person, as you grow as a child of God, as you grow as a leader, the habits are slowly developed. And you have to push yourself to develop these certain habits. Okay, for example, the habit of inviting people. How many of you have that habit? Some of you don't have. You don't even need to tell me why. Just check your numbers. How many people in your A-leg are in this webinar, B-leg in this webinar? Meaning you haven't developed the right habit. And we all know that we need to develop the habit. Are you following me? Okay, in Facebook, Zoom, type FF if you're following. Now, we all know that 2 weeks ago, last week was a very powerful discussion. You agree, right? About COVID, how our GM Ed survived and, fought COVID-19 by God's grace. And prior that week, if you remember, our topic is about 90-day success plan. If you haven't watched this webinar, please go to our Facebook group. It's in the group. It's not in the page. Right now, we are live in Facebook page, which is the Huddle Room. If you're not part of the group yet, join our FDI Huddle group. It is where this training is. I discussed there the 90-day success plan, that what shall you do on the first 21 days to the 90th day. Okay, so this topic is connected with that, with our discussion 2 weeks ago. If you have attended, last 2 weeks ago, you have learned that according to Lao Tzu, okay, thoughts become words, words become action, action becomes habit, which is the most critical habit. And the habit will determine your life, the outcome of your life. Is it good? Is it bad? Because that's it. It's like your mechanism. It's your habit system. That's why it's very important we develop from the mind. What we feed in the mind, what we feed in the mind goes out here, right? And here. And then it becomes our natural, natural na sa'yo, it becomes your action, becomes a habit. And the habit will basically determine your life. Are you following me? Okay? Now, there you go. Through our process, you've learned, if you have attended 2 weeks ago, you have learned that through our process, we will teach you the new sets of habits. Okay? And then, that's why we have the 90-day program, because this program is basically designed to inculcate to each and everybody the proper habits, the proper winning habits, should I say. If you have attended 2 weeks ago, you also have learned that we have these 4 levels: the habit formation, skill set mastery, and then the level 2, level 3, and then level 4 phase. Are you following me? We have the breakthrough, pre-mentor, mentor phase. There's a level that it's not only gauging you, but assisting you, because we believe success is step by step. In French, I love it, étape par étape. Okay, so if you've attended 2 weeks ago, you've also learned that these are some of the habits that we need to develop. I won't discuss the details, okay, because this is not our topic now. Okay, like all this, that, these are the habits that we encourage you to develop. But this is the biggest question. We all know that, oh, our system taught us already what to do. Andyan na. Nakalatag na sa plato mo. Susubo mo na lang. It is there already. All you have to do is just to follow. But why, oh why, okay, people in general are not consistent? Have you ever asked that question? Have you ever asked yourself this question that why, oh why, I am not consistent? Why are you not consistent? Bakit hindi mo matuloy-tuloy? I want a six-pack abs. You told that to yourself 15 years ago. You just want it. But why, oh why, you're not consistent? Have you ever asked that question? Sometimes it's get frustrating, right? But parang ulit na lang, di ba? But, hanggang kailan ba? Di ba? When will I do it? When will I ever have this freaking breakthrough for me to achieve this goal that I've ever wanted ever since? Are you following me? Okay? Type F if you're frustrated. Okay, in Facebook, in Zoom. Guys, it's okay to be frustrated if it will help you to propel forward, right? Me, if you ask me, I'm frustrated, man, with many things because I want to grow. Okay, type F if you're frustrated. I want to see frustrated people here. Okay, it is aba yung iba double F, F F F F. Ano yan? Freaking frustrated? Okay, but seriously, guys, why are we not consistent? Have you ever asked that question? I was thinking this past 2 weeks because I speak to you, I also speak to me. You see, words, it's like double-edged sword. I cut you, I cut myself. I hit you, I hit my face. You following? So, also thinking, when I was preparing this discussion, I am asking myself, why in the world, Paolo, you're not consistent? Nga naman ano? Why? And okay, I've listed, I think, seven tips that might help you to be consistent. Are you following? Are you ready? Type R if you're ready. Are ready. Okay, Facebook guys, Zoom guys, okay. Soon maybe we will go live in other platforms, but well, Facebook and Zoom is okay already. Okay, type R if you're ready. Okay, I'll give you 7 tips. Oh, Emma, is it 7? Let me confirm. Okay. Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. Okay, pito ka. Okay, now let's pursue. I'll give you 7 tips. Okay, what to do for you to become consistent in sustaining your good habits. I should change this word, not good, but great habits or winning habits. I should have put winning habits. Okay, number 1. Maybe you're not consistent. Tap the person beside you. Maybe sikuhin mo. Okay, okay. Tap the person in the screen. Maybe you're not consistent because you don't have a very freaking crystal clear goal. I think I've heard this already with Dr. Young. Yeah, you've heard it. I think I've heard this already with Mommy Tay. Yeah, you've heard it many times. Very freaking crystal clear goal. Maybe you don't have this clear goal. Maybe. Now, maybe you've heard it, but maybe it didn't, what's English of rema? Didn't sink in. Now, I ask you, do you really have a clear goal? Now, I've checked in the dictionary. When you say crystal clear, okay, idiomatica, it means visually clear or sharp image, high acuity. Okay, now, for example, the picture on this TV is crystal clear. You can even see the grain of sand. Now, let me ask you something. What is your goal, for example, or plans? What is your goal, example, 6 months from now? Okay, do you know, do you even know that 6 months from now, 2022 is coming. 6 na buwan na lang po, tapos na ang taon. 6 months from now, you will hear again Jose Marichan looking like that. Whenever I see girls and boys selling lanterns on the street. No, I'm mistaken. September, you will hear Christmas song already in the Philippines. So now it's June, July. 3 months, my friends. 3 months, you will hear Christmas songs in the Philippines. 6 months, you will hear Christmas songs all over the world. Or New Year, or fireworks. My point is 6 months from now, the year will end. What are your crystal clear goals that you can even see every grain of sand? Now, let me give you an example. Some of you, your goal might be saving money. Let's say you want to have, let's say 100,000 or let's say $2,000 bank account savings. Now, how crystal clear your goal is? If you don't have a savings yet, have you checked with the bank? What is their minimum amount? How do you open? Is it a fixed deposit? Is it a regular, current or savings account? Or do you want to open in a cooperative? Or do you want to open a mutual fund? What's your plan? The problem with many of you guys, many of us, you just want it, but you don't pursue it. You don't have a crystal clear goal. You don't scrutinize. Are you following me? Are you following? Example, your goal is to buy a new car. Have you asked how much is the monthly? If you want to pay it installment, have you applied what are the requirements to go for installment? Or do you want to pay it cash? How do you tend to pay it cash? Where will you get the cash flow? Are you following? Type FF if you're following. Am I clear, guys? Am I clear? Are the translations clear, French and Tagalog? Just like to confirm if we are clear in the translation, our translation facilities are clear. Matt, are we clear? I just like to confirm.
Yes, we're clear.
Okay, good. Translation, okay. Are you following me, guys? How clear are your goals? If your goals, you have so many goals. That's why if you realize 2022, what's your goal? 2023, what's your goal? 2030, what's your goal? What's your goal in your retirement? Have you ever thought of your children? What's your goal with your children? What's your goal with the next generation? Have you even thought about it? You might think, oh, Paolo, you're so, moving forward. Guys, you have to prepare. A wise man leaves inheritance to his next generation. This morning I was just reading about David. Okay, David and Goliath thing? Okay, so I was reading about, well, not really reading, audiobook while driving with my wife about David. Do you know, guys, let me give you a trivia before I move forward. Do you know that Solomon, are you familiar with the guy named Solomon? He's a king. He was a king. Solomon was ever the richest. This is a historical fact. Solomon ever was the richest man on earth ever lived. Okay, he is the richest on earth. Nobody could have been richer than him. I was reading an article, I think months ago. They tried to calculate how much was the wealth of King Solomon during his time, converted to the currency right now. Do you know how much? As of, the money that he had, because before it was gold, right? Silver, bronze, metals, precious metals, whatever, right? During that time, cattle, sheep. When they calculated the wealth of Solomon long time ago, it was equivalent to right now 300 trillion US dollars. That's how freaking rich Solomon was. And did Solomon became rich because one click? No, his father prepared him. King David, okay, extensively prepared his son. I was listening this morning that he was talking to his son. David was talking to Solomon. Solomon, I prepared you 3.6 million grams of gold. I think 10 million grams of silver. And that's a clear goal. Are you following me? Now, let me ask you again. Okay, I won't take much long time. What is your crystal clear goal? To you, yourself, 6 months from now, 1 to 10 years from now, to your next generation. That's why if you realized in our mentoring program, we asked you tons of questions about goals. This is specifically handwritten by Dr. Yong. Our recommended goals in FDI. What are your short-term goals? To be mentor, to be executive, to be senior, to be grand. Because if you check, if you have a mentoring program book, we kept on reminding you every page, goal, goal, goal. And then Mommy Tay put there, you can do it. You can do it. Our yes, yes, Mommy. Why? Because we want to remind you all the time what are your goals. If your goals are clear, most probably the habits will naturally follow. Are you following? Type F if you're following. Next. Okay. Very freaking clear purpose. This is very important. If you ask me, okay, ask your God, whoever God you serve. God will clear a specific purpose in your life. It is very important. Now, my suggestion, use this industry as your springboard to connect to your purpose. What do I mean by that? Give you an example. I've met some people, okay, who became successful in network marketing industry. And then while doing the industry, they found their purpose in life, that they became health advocates. So if you check their social media channels, if you check their lifestyle, basically they promote good health. They promote healthy lifestyle. Some promote yoga. Yeah, I know some people like that. So my point is, the beauty about this industry, network marketing, it is a very great industry to prepare your foundations. And then once your foundation is prepared, you can springboard. Are you following? You can use this industry to do your purpose. Are you following? And for me, for example, other people want to be a motivator, an inspirator. Example, like me, I found my purpose here. This is one thing I love to do. I don't know, I just love motivating people to bring them from point A to point B. Are you following? I just love doing that. I love seeing their eyes glow, naninining ang mga mata pag na-encourage silang gumalaw, move forward. And that's why I love this industry, because like right now, what am I doing with you right now? Basically, I'm encouraging you. I'm motivating you to develop good habits. That's why I love this industry. It's like this industry, it is also what I want to do is inside this industry. Are you following me? So that's my point. Use this industry to springboard to your passion, to springboard where God will use you mightily. That's why you have to find your purpose in life. Next, some people want to be a public speaker like Gelson. You can use this industry to be a great public speaker. Several of the great public speakers in the world are from network marketing. A lot of people, Jim Rohn, if you've heard this guy, is from network marketing. A lot of people, a lot of motivators right now. If you've in Philippines, I don't know if you've heard the vlogger, famous Filipino vlogger, Kong TV, si Kong Velasco. Kong Velasco was a network marketer. That's why if you realize, his YouTube group, Payaman, Team Payaman, because he was a networker. That's why his confidence is just different, because the roots are network marketing. Type proud if you're proud that you are a professional network marketer. Next, maybe you want to be a vlogger. Okay, like to be honest, I want to use the videos or vlogs to use my gift to influence people. That's why now I'm starting to do videos, and I need to, because I felt the obligation to help the young generation. Instead of watching unnecessary nonsense videos, they watch videos with sense. Through this industry, I am able to do it. Are you following? Okay, next, number 3. Okay, number 1, what was it? Okay, let me recap so you don't forget. Very freaking clear goal, clear goal. Number 2, freaking clear purpose. Number 3, surround yourself with the greatest of friends that will push you up. Guys, inside the industry, yes, our FDI system, our FDI community, yes, this is a positive environment, but I encourage you guys to also surround yourself outside. For example, I believe you also have some community outside, right? Like your church community, your closest friends. To be honest, you have to select friends that will push you up. I'm not saying you keep your friends who are not, you're pushing you down, but to be honest, sometimes you have to slowly depart, because you will be affected. It's like putting a rotten food, in a good food. Are you following me? Sometimes you have to make a selection, but do it nicely, do it properly. Okay, it's because you have to decide. To be honest with you, most of my high school college classmates. We're not close anymore because I'm not saying nobody. I'm not saying they're right. I'm wrong. I'm right. They're wrong. But it's just we're on different boats, different direction. So I prefer it that way. Got it? Next, number 4, guys. This is important. Please, I reminded you 2 weeks ago. Please, if you haven't, do it. Unfollow social media influencers that will steal your time. Instead, follow influencers that influence for good. Why? Most people lack discipline. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you check your cell phone. Sorry, man. Me, first thing in the morning, I give thanks to the Lord. I'm not perfect. I'm not self-righteous, but I do my best. Even me to be. Why? Guys, remember, once you hold this cell phone, for some reason, it has an addicting power that you just hold it and browse it. Are you following me? So, if you got stuck with it, at least you are watching videos that will encourage you. Remember, guys, I discussed 2 weeks ago the design of algorithm, either in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media, is to feed you what you like. For example, you like what? Example, you like headphones. For example, you like in Facebook headphones. Lo and behold, you will see a lot of headphone advertisements. Why? Because the behavior of algorithm will just follow what you want and he will feed you everything you want. And you don't realize you keep on spending time in Facebook, in social media, in TikTok, in Instagram. It's called algorithm. Now, if you know yourself that your weakness is you're not disciplined, to develop, to discipline your time, your time. For example, because not everybody's disciplined, even us, right? You cannot say, oh, 2 hours Facebook, 2 hours. No, it's not easy. I'm telling you, especially right now, all the videos are autoplay. Once you browse, automatic, it plays. Not easy. So the best, unfollow people that will not help you. Excuse me. For example, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you're a member of these groups. Well, I know you would follow when I say it. The Hampas Lupa version homebodies. Man, it's really funny. I'm there, but to be honest, it eats my time because it's really funny. The postings there are so funny. Oh, man, I know some of you are adding already. The Filipino guys, seriously. Sometimes if you're not strong enough, don't follow these groups. Don't follow because it will waste your productive time. I really suggest, think of people whom you want to follow. For example, me, if you ask me who are the people I follow in social media, well, I follow Gary Vaynerchuk. I know Jelson also follows it. I follow Grant Cardone. I follow Eric Worre, Network Marketing Pro. It's great contents with network marketing. I follow, what are the people I follow? I follow other network marketers. Okay, but don't do that. Okay, my suggestion, just follow the safe guys like Gary V, Vaynerchuk. Those people who will just move you forward. That's why I'm encouraging Dr. Young to have a page, because he has the money, he has the house, he has the pool, he has the Mercedes-Benz, and eventually Lamborghini to encourage people, but, in time. Okay, and follow these people. Follow my page. I'm okay. No problem if you follow my page because I have a TikTok, my wife and I, Engineers Paolo Carina. If you can grow, what the heck, what's for me to lose? Right? Follow our social media because we designed it for our people, but no problem. Anyway, we know the restrictions of cross-lining. Guys, my suggestion, follow people that will push you forward. Just don't unfollow people that will pull you down because it's not easy for you. I realized a lot of time is wasted because of this people, because of too much watching in social media with unnecessary contents. I'm telling you. Okay, think before you click. That's my suggestion. Okay, next, Use your situation to push you up, guys. Okay, what do I mean by that? Do you know, guys, that problems is like pressure? Okay, problems are like pressure, should I say? Problems are like pressure. What do I mean by that? In engineering, problem is defined as force divided by area perpendicular to the force, which the force is applied, or P is equal to FA. Given force of blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me make it very simple. Okay, problems are like pressure. You see, a pressure, in the simplest term, a pressure will push something to move forward. Okay, it's either left, either right, it's either up, it's either down. Pressure, there is friction. And remember, every pressure has a friction. It's the law of the universe. Why? Because of gravity. Are you following me? When I push this glass, if I push it, let's say at the table, okay, sample, table, if I push it, there is friction. Are you following? That friction, 9.8 meter per second squared, okay, plus the weight, it creates friction that needs force for this hand to push. Are you following? That's pressure. Are you following me? There is pressure. Now, guys, my question to you, if there is pressure in life, is pressure pushing you up or is pressure pushing you down? Let me repeat. Is pressure pushing you up or is pressure pushing you down? Now you pick your choice and you decide how pressure will push you in your life. Got it? Guys, in life, life will always have problems. So don't avoid problems. Just learn to use it for you and not against you. You learn something? Okay? Type yes if you learned something, huh? Now, next. Second to the last before we end. Push yourself to be freaking very consistent. Okay, that's like that tag. Be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. It's not easy to be consistent, but you have to be consistent. Are you following? Because if there's no consistency, there is no result. I am sad for some people, who gives up because they're having challenges in this business. And then, they quit for a while and then they join another company, excited again with new products again. And then after a few months, few years, they get tired again. And then they quit again. They join another company. And then they excited again. And then they get tired again. Then they quit again. They join another company. Guys, until when will you just decide to be consistent, huh? Huh? Hanggang kailan? Until when will you decide to be consistent? Because without consistency, there will be no result. Last thing. Join and stay in a community that will not only push you to buy, but will also push you to grow. Amazing, right? I was listening to Francis Kong. He's a great motivational speaker in the Philippines. I was just listening yesterday morning. Unfortunately, I was not able to record what he was saying or not even get a transcript. I want to share it. It's very nice. The bottom line of his talk, Francis Kong, he said, if you want to develop a business, don't just sell products, okay? Instead, develop or join a community that will not only push you to buy their products, but will also push you to grow yourself, that will also push you to share something out of yourself. Amazing. And this is what FDI is doing. Don't you realize it? Who is thankful that you are part of FDI community? Type FDI if you are thankful. Guys, this is what we have designed for you. What we have been, tirelessly working for everybody is a community to help you guys grow. Not only to buy products, but to help you grow as a person. Are you following? Good? Type FF if you're following. So now, guys, let me ask you one simple question. Are you ready to change and sustain your good habits? Type yes if yes, huh? Are you ready to sustain and change great habits? Okay. If yes, join our 90-day mentoring program and we will help you develop great winning habits. Okay? That's it. Thank you very much. I hope you learned something today. And guys, make sure to share it to your people. Those who have not attended, plug them into our Facebook page. I know they will learn a lot. God bless you guys. Have a great